LeBron's not retiring. Let's all calm down. So there's some rumors that LeBron could retire as soon as next season, and it's all based on his statements after the Lakers' Game 4 loss.
But we'll see what happens going forward. But I don't know. I got a lot to think about, to be honest. And just for me personally, going forward with the game of basketball, got a lot to think about.
First of all, he never said anything about retirement. He just said he has a lot to think about in regards to his future in basketball. So that could mean a lot of things. Maybe he wants to play off-ball more. Maybe he wants to play less minutes. Maybe he's thinking about an ownership role once he does retire. He does have a lot to think about because the end of his basketball career is approaching. But it's not here yet. I mean, he's still under contract next year, and that's not even including his player option the following year. I would think that he'd like to honor that contract. I mean, why would you sign a 2-year extension if you were planning to retire a year into the contract? Might as well just sign a 1-year extension if you're unsure about how much longer you want to play. It doesn't make much sense. And I know he's a billionaire, but retiring now could potentially cost him almost $100 million in salary. That's not an insignificant amount by any means. And he's admitted himself that he's a frugal guy. So financially, it doesn't make much sense. But even bigger than money, for the past few years, all LeBron has been able to talk about is the possibility of him playing with Bronny in the NBA. Bronny will be at USC this upcoming season, and many experts predict that he'll get drafted the following year. That aligns perfectly with LeBron's contract. He can simply not pick up his player option and then go to whatever team drafts Bronny. So why would LeBron hang it all up now when he's so close to fulfilling his dream? It just doesn't make sense. So we need to put this all into context. When he made this statement, the Lakers just got swept a few minutes before. LeBron put up almost a 40-point triple-double and was blocked on a potential game-tying layup. So he had to be going through a lot of emotions. In the past, a performance like that would be good enough for a playoff win. But not now. Maybe he's thinking he's not good enough for his standards. But to add on to that same day, LeBron's good friend, Carmelo Anthony, announced his retirement from basketball. So LeBron is officially the last player from his draft left in the league. And he's about to be the oldest player in the NBA. So he can't help but think about his basketball mortality. He can't help but think about his future in the game when he's looking around and everyone is half his age. So he had plenty of reason to be in his feels. But we also have to consider his injury. We don't know the severity of it. LeBron was still able to play, but you could tell that he wasn't the same player he was before the injury occurred. He probably will need to get surgery, and he's probably thinking about the rehab and recovery process. Who knows how that'll look for a guy that's almost 40. He could also be using this as leverage. He's letting the Lakers know that he has options, and he's not interested in simply making the Western Conference Finals. They need to surround him with a team that will be contenders. So there's definitely a lot of unknowns facing LeBron. And he's right. He has a lot to think about. But let's not jump to the conclusion that that means he's going to retire. Or maybe he's just trolling Mike Malone and the Nuggets.